I'm not sure. I was listening to Diane talk about what a good evening, good morning. I feel like Speaker Hasty. I'm not even sure what day of the week it is. I just know that, we're at some point in that 24-hour cycle. And I have a number of things to say that I would like to do quickly, concisely, so everyone can get on the road and get home safe. To our president, to our presiding senator up there, Senator Griffo, awesome. Always doing a great job. And the entire staff up at the desk. Down here on the floor, Lisa is excellent. She is a model of diplomacy, extraordinarily capable attorney, does excellent work with and on behalf of our conference. To our new chair of the Finance Committee, who spent more time on her feet than I think anyone can, D. Fran used to spend a lot of time on his feet, but Senator Young did a fantastic job in terms of the budget. And kudos go out to Mike Paoli, entire Senate Finance staff. And I'm just looking at this thinking of Sean McKinnon. Everyone in this room, this is one of my favorite things in the budget. Absolute favorites. Next year, we never have to talk about GEA again. It's gone. It's gone. I'm sure we'll find plenty of other things to talk about, but we did some really good work. So Senator Young, John DeFrancisco has been an excellent floor leader, helpful in so many different ways, both internally, externally, and we go back and forth with our colleagues. To Senator Stewart Cousins, she and I have developed a very nice working relationship, a good one, and yet I felt badly that we didn't have the proper time to do some of the things we needed to and give everybody a little bit of a break. So thank you very much for your patience. Certainly Senator Gianaris does excellent work on behalf of the Senate Democratic Conference. And the good news is that pretty much all the time he and DeFran get along. We were all a little worried about that, but it seems to be working out pretty well. And to all the members of the IDC, Jeff Klein was absolutely right about a number of things. When I think about paid family leave, he's actually the person that I think about the most in terms of his advocacy long before it was in vogue. And yes, we have developed a close working relationship, which is helpful and beneficial to the people, I think, of the state of New York. So in terms of what we have accomplished, we set out with certain goals, many of which have been met. And yet I know we have more work to be done. And before, I don't want to make a grievous error. I want to thank our entire staff. Some of them are propped up against the walls just so they can stay awake. But our entire staff in every component, and certainly our counsel's office. And this is my first real budget as the leader. And I know it worked out well because Beth Garvey has been unbelievable. So talented, so smart, so knowledgeable, knows when to push forward, pull back, and that inures to the benefit, I think, of everybody here and people across the state of New York. So, yeah. I don't think she slept in 4 days. But in terms of what we did accomplish, let's go. We stayed within the spending cap. That's very important, akin to the property tax cap. That saves taxpayers while we're still making strong investments. Record increase in aid to education, elimination of the GEA, almost record growth in foundation aid, equitability and fair distribution across the entire state of New York, things like $300 million in the Environmental Protection Fund, more clean water, clean air projects, hundreds of millions of dollars that heretofore were not part of the mix. All good environmental stuff, all quality of life stuff that are important to people throughout the entire state. Senator Laval, an ardent proponent of college affordability, as are all of our colleagues, both sides of the aisle. But he's been an unrelenting champion for higher ed. That's why you see, $1 billion in the TAP program and things like that. Taxes. And I'm going to go to paid family leave. That's a big win. It's real, it's palpable, and that's going to make a difference in people's lives. Transportation parity. Senator Robach, we got transportation parity done because it was very important to the members of our conference. I think that's an excellent, excellent economic development tool, and it is going to be very, very beneficial to the driving public. It's going to be good for creating jobs as well, and frankly, it is long overdue. And we got a tax cut. We talked about taxes. As part of the package that we put together today, there is a $1 billion middle income class tax cut, which I think is extraordinarily important. So I'm going to leave with this focus. I think we took care of working men and women across the state. I think we focused on real working people and tried to find ways to help them. Now we have other work that we need to do. All of us are going to take a brief respite, and we're going to come back, and there's going to be a lot of other legislative priorities. So I know there are things that we have to pay attention to. But I really want to express my gratitude to everyone. It is still a privilege to serve as an elected official in the New York State Senate. We should never forget that. We should be proud of the work that we do, stand up for what's important, and take credit for a lot of the good things that we do. And we're able to do that because we work with very, very good people. So please, everybody, travel safely, have an excellent weekend, and thank you all for your terrific efforts.
Senator Flanagan to be reported in the affirmative.